So, you guys, what is better than treating ourselves to a little energy alignment in the morning? So, I'm glad you're here. This will be time well spent because as we know, like energy attracts like energy. And if we drank that law of attraction Kool-Aid, then we can logically conclude that it is in our best interest to make sure our energy is as good as it can be. If you notice, I didn't say make sure your energy was good. I didn't say make sure your energy was thriving. I didn't say make sure your energy was 10 out of 10. I said as good as it can be. So with that is an invitation to accept wherever you are this morning, wherever you are, because you're fine. You're in the right spot. You are on your path. You have showed up. Maybe you're catching the live stream or the recording on Facebook. And if you are here, know that you are absolutely in the right space. And there will be no pressure to do any sort, to feel anything that you are not ready for. And that is not easy to shift into. So let's do this. So I'm just I like to close my eyes and kind of get grounded, wiggle around it, but you guys know the drill. You guys have all been with me for a while that this is the no rule meditation, meaning you get to lie down, you get to sit up, you get to have your eyes open, you can have your eyes closed, you can drink your coffee. The only thing I ask is you see if you can get a little cozier. So maybe that means socks or a blankie or tea or snuggle with your doggy. Because when we get cozier, we kind of feel, ooh, yes. Oh, that's cozy. And oh, maybe we smile a little bit and we say, oh, that's more comfy. And even that little difference of bringing a cozy blanket on us, that is an energy shift. At one moment, we felt fine. And the next moment, we felt a little bit better. And that's an energy shift. And so if we're doing these small incremental energy shifts often and consistently, there's a compounding effect. And we create momentums of directing our energy where we want it to go, which means manifesting nice, juicy things in our life, including things, relationships, but also feelings and emotions and the general knowing of wellness and the general knowing of everything's working out. So I'm going to close my eyes and take several deep breaths, the kind where you fill up your belly as much as you can and then release it completely. Kind of looks like this. You can breathe any way you want, but the idea here is that we are filling up with maximum oxygen, and then we're getting all of the oxygen, carbon dioxide out. So then when we take another deep breath, it's completely full, fresh oxygen. So take a couple more of those. You hear that? Getting it all out. I feel good. So wherever you are, I invite you to maybe smile a little bit. Crack those little corners of your mouth up. Because doesn't it just feel a little bit better to have that slight smile? I invite you to tell yourself, good job today. You made it. Good job. Doesn't it feel good to say good job? Doesn't it feel good to give yourself credit? Feeling good and manifesting is all about these subtle shifts in our mind. It's these unconditional shifts, which means we are sitting here in one spot and we are allowing ourselves to go from feeling one way to feeling another way. We haven't asked for anybody in our life to do anything differently. We haven't asked for good weather. We haven't asked for the bills to be paid or money in the bank. We haven't asked for the landlord to do something or your boss to do something. This is the powerful art and magic and opportunity to sit our butts down in a chair and invite ourselves, allow our brain to explore ways to feel better right now. And that's an unconditional shift. That means there's no conditions. We're not asking anybody for anything. We're not asking anything. We are just saying, in this moment, I'm going to take responsibility and I am going, that's kind of a yucky word. Let's change that. In this moment, I am going to see if I can treat myself to feeling better because it feels good. This practice is about preferring to feel good, preferring to feel better, preferring to tend to how we feel as a priority over being right. It's very easy to want to be right. I'm not saying like the kind of right where you're talking to somebody and you are right and you have the correct interpretation. I'm saying the relationship with yourself and what we allow to go on in our brain. If we tell a story that is factually correct, it's true, it's indeed what we're going through, but it doesn't feel good, but we're still thinking or talking about those data points, then that is preferring to be right. You want to tell me how it is. You want to get everyone caught up. You want to explain the injustice. You want to explain why you're not in tip-top condition. You want to explain why you're not in a better position. And in that, and whether you're doing that with yourself or with other people, in that rummaging through the details, we are living those emotions. And in the living of those emotions, we are pulsing those out. That is our point of attraction, which means we're manifesting more things that match that. So it can make a challenging time more challenging. It can make something that could just be interesting hard. The Buddhists say, and I don't know if this perfectly aligns with law of attraction, but it makes a strong point that pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. So going through things, going through life, experiencing pain, but maybe it doesn't relate. Maybe this is the contrast, right? The contrast is inevitable. The pain is inevitable. The suffering is optional because the suffering is the decision to be prioritize being right, the decision to allow your brain to get out of control, the decision to rummage through the details and tell people. That's the suffering. The suffering is in what we allow our brains to do. And so the opportunity is to say, enough's enough, damn it. Can you say that with me in your mind right now, you guys? Enough's enough, damn it. All right. I'd like to be on the path of prioritizing feeling good. I know I've spent my whole life prioritizing being correct and being precise, but now I am going to prioritize feeling good because it feels good to feel good. And it's actually logical because I do believe in energies and I do believe in a higher power. And I do believe that I'm connected to things that match my energy. I do believe this. It resonates with me. I do believe that I am the creator of my experience. I do believe I can dictate what's going on as I choose certain thoughts and as I practice certain feelings. I've seen this. I've had times in my life where I've been in rock and roll status, feeling good, and amazing things kept coming and coming. I've been in times where I know that my mind has dwelled and it just got worse and worse and worse. I know this. I know that when I feel in a way I like, things work out. I enjoy life. I know this. I know this. So I'm really ready to buck the current. I'm really ready. I'm really ready to let myself off the hook for recounting the details, explaining the situation. I'm ready to just say, F it. I'm just gonna try to feel good. I'm just gonna try to feel better. I'm gonna allow myself to adopt this as a priority. I'm going to allow myself to forget about this. I'm going to allow myself to practice. I'm going to allow myself the time to gently wiggle into this mode of life. I'd like to get good at remembering to feel good. I'd like to get good at looking for things to appreciate. I'd like to notice things that are juicy that I can enjoy more often. I'd like to be one who's intentionally thinking good and loving thoughts. I'd like to be one of those people going through their days and their lives, smiling with this subtle knowing that everything is just fine. And that knowing that everything is just fine, being stronger than other people worrying and negative news. I'd like to be able to see these things that people are going through while holding on to this nugget of knowing that there's an undercurrent of love available to everybody. Everything is working out perfectly. And if I really want to be of any help or any service, then my only job is to stay connected as much as possible and show others that it is possible. Show others that it's a nice, juicy life when we do so, because that is real influence. That is real influence. I'd like to practice this today. I'd like to enjoy this meditation. I'd like to open my eyes, and before I move, I'll appreciate the room. I'm going to take a moment to look at things in my room that I haven't actually looked at in a long time. I'm going to look at the windows. I'm going to look at maybe the curtains. I'm going to look at the table. I'm going to appreciate my kitchen and what's in the fridge and what's in the cupboard. I'm going to go out of my way to just appreciate that I have everything I need and that I don't need answers, and the knowing that, especially when I do this juicy energy work, I can know really for sure that good things are coming my way. I'd like to remember to take deep breaths and smile today. Maybe 2 more times today, maybe 5 more times today. Take that deep breath and feel my cells relax and feel my cells say, thank you, that was nice. A smile knowing that I am doing a good job. I'd like to remember that manifesting things is not about action. It's not about getting things done. It's not about plowing through the to-do list. It's not about being particularly smart or dealing with something a particularly good way. I'd like to remember that my path to everything I want, did you hear me? My path, your path, our path to everything we want is clearly, without a shadow of a doubt, shown to us when we feel good. I'm not saying a 2-year plan is obvious. I'm talking about the very next thing to do. Because when you get in this juicy mode and you ask yourself, what do I feel like doing? That is maybe an action, but feels effortless, feels fun, feels kind of like cheating. That is actually the first step towards everything you want. Following the path of least resistance. Reminding yourself that, yes, this is how it works. Yes, this is how it works. Yes, this is how it works. I was reading something really post somewhere, and whoever answered somebody's question just really said it really, really nice. And I was like, oh, I like this. I like this. And somebody was talking about how they've been doing all of the processes. They've been doing everything. They're not getting what they want. And the person said, when you're doing so much, there's something going on in your mind that's telling you, oh, I need to do so much. And there could be a disconnect with a trust that when we're doing this energy alignment, that things come easily. And so it's not exactly perfectly the words I would use, but it was a really good reminder that if we're doing a lot, the doing is not what creates the magic. The doing is not what creates that perfect relationship. The doing is not what creates that amazing financial situation. The doing is kind of like stemming from I need to do. And with law of attraction, when we're getting inspired action, there's still action involved. But in doing the action, you don't really feel like you're doing much. You just kind of feel like you're doing what you feel like doing. And so the invitation that I liked, the best part of it that I liked of this conversation was the invitation to just stop doing for a little bit, to just take a break and give the universe an opportunity to impress you. Because even if we're doing good stuff, energy alignment, and we're doing, and we think we're on the path, we know we're on the path in some way, and we're feeling good because we're efficient, but we're still doing a lot of the time, then how can the universe possibly show us something miraculous? So taking a break from the doing and doing exactly what you're doing now, wiggling into a yummy space and then saying, universe, show me what you got. Show me what you got. Show me what you got. Universe, show me what you got. And then we kind of got to stay still for a minute. We got to let ourselves off the hook for action, right? Chill for a little bit. And while we're chilling, holding on to this feeling of, what you got for me? What you got for me? How are you going to do this? Can you feel that in you? Look inside. Can you feel that feeling behind your eyes, in your cheeks, in your heart? Can you feel how kind of good it feels to say, what you got for me? What you got for me? This feels good. Feels like, ooh, I'm let off the hook. Feels like positive expectation. It feels kind of like there's some abundance in there. Like, ooh, I'm going to get something for nothing. Kind of some playfulness there. And what if you could take this little nugget of this feeling that you get when you say, show me what you got. Show me what you got. And what if you just played with that for a couple of days? What if you fostered that? What if you saw this this little energy as a little ball of energy, right? And you just like, hey, I want to keep this with me. I want to keep this yummy little ball of energy with me, and I want to play with it, and I want to remember to think about it. And I know it's going to grow. And what if we grew that nugget of energy? Show me what you got. And all the emotions, all those yummy, fun emotions that you feel when you say, show me what you got. And now you're growing this attraction, or growing this point of attraction where the universe is now gonna show you what it's got, but it's also gonna give you and manifest and make you a match to more actual things that are connected to those other emotions associated with that. Abundance, fun, kind of a rebellious state, something for nothing, joy, relief. The universe is not only going to show you what it's got, but it's going to say, oh, you like to feel those emotions too? Let me help you feel more of those other juicy, yummy emotions. So let's take a minute of silence here. And I want you to play with this thought. Universe, show me what you got. Show me what you got. Get in tune. What are the yummy, juicy emotions you're feeling when you say that? It's going to be different for everybody. So for you, what is nice about that? Play with this, because this is going to be the same exercise that you have an opportunity to do a few times today, a few times tomorrow, as much as you want. But show me what you got. You can let yourself off the hook today for all that action. You can let other people off the hook for their action and how you wanted them to be. The only thing that matters is fostering this little nugget of energy that you like. So I invite you to take a deep breath and open your eyes and stretch. Ooh, my plants are in my Oh, that was nice. Goodbye, Facebook people. Have